guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so I know I haven't been posting quite as often as I want to, but be patient with your girl. The girl is doing the best she can, right? Alright, so I shared the story on my TikTok page a couple weeks ago, and I decided that I need to share it on my YouTube page because I have a lot of stories on my TikTok page, Bell Official 876, just like my YouTube, but I'm gonna also share them on my YouTube page. So I hope you guys enjoy this story, and I hope you guys will be inspired somehow. Yes, with this story. So take a listen, guys, and we'll talk later. See you on the next clip. Hey, morning, Wagwan Belliers, Wagwan. Alright, so I have a short impromptu story for you all. Alright, so one day I was out and about running some errands, and I remember this happened over Catherine Hall. If you guys know where the Jamaica National is and the Island Grill over by Catherine Hall. So I was over there and I was driving, but you know, because it's a plaza, like you cannot drive so fast. So I was there taking my time. Out of nowhere, I saw this man. Like, I don't know if he's mad. I don't think he's mad. I can say he's a kind of an unsound mind. And I was driving and I was taking my time driving, and I saw him walking. And for some reason, I'm on the road, I'm not take my eye off of like people like them, because you expect anything anytime. Somebody then may I drive, and can you believe it that the man walk out in the car? The man walk out of the car. And I was so shocked. I just stop the car and come out. Like, stop the car, come out and help him to get up. Like, me take him up with me. Like, I never care if it was a madman or somebody. Me help him to get up off the ground. And I put him to sit down on the sidewalk. And I go park the car good. And by talking to him, I can say he not mad, he probably just homeless, or you know, like somebody that's then lose a store or something. And I was over there talking to him, and me asked him, you okay? How you feel and everything? And I like my heart could not tell me not to pay him any mind. My heart could not tell me to leave him right there like that. And you know what I did? I called one of my friends, and one of my friends accompanied me, which was a male, because you know, I don't know if the man was going to act out or anything. So I called the assistant of one of my friends, and we both took him to the doctor, and we gave him a check up to ensure that he not hurt anywhere and everything, and he was okay. And then we brought him back to the same spot where he was. And can you believe it that I felt so bad. Even though he walked out in the car, I felt so bad, because when that happened, I didn't see him as a madman or an unsound man. I saw him as a human being, you know. And it just so we brought him back to the location, and we ensured that he had something to eat. I think Island Grill was still open then, so I bought him something in Island Grill, and I left it with him. And I remember I left and I got home, and I was just said there's something about that young man, like, you know, like there's something, but you really can't put your hand on it. And I came home, okay, finally, and I remember I went out back on the road, and I stopped at a stoplight, and he was there, and he didn't remember me. He was there. He came up to my car asking if he could wipe my glass, and I can give him some money. So I said to him, I pull over. I said to him, no, don't, you don't have to wipe my glass. I pull over. And I called him and I said, do you remember me? And he said, far away again. And he started scratching his head. And I said, you don't remember me? And he said, oh, but I remember the car now. And I say, yes, man. I'm the same one. And I say, how you do? Because let me tell you something. Some of these people you think mad, they're not really mad. Some of them just homeless, and like them don't really have nobody to care for them or something. So anyway, so I pull over me and me say,
So what you up to? Him say, me there, one hustle. So me say, okay. So me say, now I have to wipe my glass, man. And I gave him some money. And me say, what you want to eat? Me say, as a matter of fact, give me back the money. I will get you something to eat. And me ask him, what you want to eat? And he tell me, I'm going to drive, go get it, go give him. And when me I leave, he turned to me and said, God go with you here. God bless you. And you can see the man just look like, just the fact that he got something to eat, it's the best thing that ever happened to him. And I remember driving off and I was kind of looking in, my rear view mirror to look at him, and he was like so grateful. And all right, that's the second encounter. It just happened that almost every day, like me I think about this young man, me I say, is he okay? Like, there's something about this young man. And I remember the third time I saw him again, I was at another stoplight in white glass, and so I was at another stoplight, and he remembered me now. And he come up to me class and he say, hey friend, what happened? What going? And I say, you remember me now? And he say, yes, I remember you. And I pulled over again. And I remember I came out of my car and I sat on the sidewalk. Alright, so I sat on the sidewalk and I said, let's chat. He said, you're up to having a conversation? And he said, yes. So I was there and I said, who are you? What's your name again? And let us reintroduce ourselves. And I said, I'm Belle. And he said, I am whatever. So I asked him, if you mind sharing how you got on the road, how did you get out on the streets? And he was there and he said, he turned to me and he said, we can trust you? And I said, well, I can tell you that you can trust me, but you have to feel comfortable in sharing. And I said, you have to share, you have to know if you want to share, but I can tell you that you can trust me. So he started open up and him said, when he was younger, him used to follow lots of bad company, and for some reason him used to start take drugs like coke and all of them, something them, smoke weed and whatever. And him drop out of school, and him said to me like him just feel something like he lose a screw. So me say, okay, so you had a pretty kind of rough childhood in a sense. And he said yes. So I said, so what happened to your family? What happened to your mom and your dad and everybody? He said he didn't know his father. He grew up with his mother alone, and his mother never really have it, and his mother just struggle and whatever. The level of conversation that he and I was having, as some know, said there's a lot of sensible people out there in a dirty clothes. So anyway, we're there talking, and I asked him, so what you want to do with your life? Me say, so you're at a point where you think this is your end of it all, this is all you want to do in life and everything? And he said, no miss, more better for myself, but you see, before me go thief and me go rob people, cause miss, a long time me think about for rob people, and thief, but me not do not miss. Me rather fi out of the white people car glass and beg, and if they give me, for them give me a so. I'm telling you, I broke down. He turned to me and he said, what do you miss? I said, no man, there's something in my eyes, because in his situation, he could have turned to the gun or whatever it is, and he chose not to. And it really did something to me. And I was there talking to him, and I said, what kind of job you want to do? I said, what kind of job? Where you see yourself do? He said, me love fix TV, and me love fix everything I mash up in the house. But alright, so yeah, now we sat on the sidewalk and we had talk, and him say him love fix TV and how everything mash up in him house, and him used to fix it and whatever. So me say, alright then. So me say, I could try help you get something so you can come off the road. And he said, miss, you're serious? And me say, yeah man, me go try help you. Me say, me not go promise you anything, and me go try help you. So anyway, Me ask me if he have a number. He said I have no phone. So me say, alright. He said, anytime you want link me, man, me the writer, so me the writer, so me the writer, so miss. And me say, alright then, cool. So I left him there. I went home. I made some calls. That time I was in the hospitality industry. I made some calls and I called a few persons around. So I said, you know, I have this situation. It's not your typical person. However, I believe that we can give him a try. And finally, I got like 2 or 3 interviews for him. Then I went back to him and I said, listen to me now. Have you ever been to an interview? And he said, no miss, but you can talk to me and me can know how for whatever. So may I tell us that guy now have 1 inch of madness in him. Like not 1 inch. Anyway, I remember, so I asked him, I said, do you have a working pants? Do you have what you have to wear to interview? And he said he has nothing. So anyway, I brought him to Sinclair's out by Fairview, and I got him a pants, a shirt, and a shoes to the interview. So the day of the interview, I went to look for him at the same location. I asked one of my friends to accompany me, and I brought him to the interviews. And let me tell you something. I'm telling you, 2 out of that 3 interviews accepted him. 2 out of that 3. And he came to me and he said, Miss, but me not have no phone, you know. How me I gonna know? Before then did accept him, he come to me and say, how me I gonna know? Because me did see him after that. He said, how me I gonna know if me get through? So me said, no worry yourself, man, we will check up. And I kept checking up and he eventually got through, as I said earlier. Anyway, I helped him to choose the best one, and he started working. And his first paycheck, he bought a phone. The second paycheck, he asked me, Miss, can I offer you something? Can I buy you lunch? I said, no, it's good. It's all yours. I just want you to do something better for your life. And I'm telling you, that young man, he has been working up to today. Like my friend who assisted him in getting the job called me and said, alright, so part 5. Alright, so as I said, no one then I would touch base with my friend who has helped him with the job, and he said, yeah man, him a go on good. He's vibrant, he's involved in almost everything. You know, some people just go work to work, see. They have a football team, he's on the football team, because we never know saying could I play football. They say, yeah man, him a go on good. He's respectable. Him say, like, he has never gotten a complaint. Like, when he might talk to me, me feel so emotional in a good way, because a lot of persons, I know for sure, counted him out. Like, him done, him a white car glass, him mad, him a cokehead and everything. And a lot of persons counted him out. And to see that he has made this drastic change, not just for a short time, because he has been working for more than a year now. To see that he's really, he kept his end of the bargain. Remember when he said to me, Miss, me just want a job to just come off of the road and do the right thing. You remember when he said that to me? And I am so beyond happy that he is really doing that. He and I, we have such an amazing relationship. He called me his mentor. Whatever he's doing in life, him called me, Miss, what do you think about this? He was going to open his account, and he said, Miss, which bank you would recommend? And me walk him through the process. He was going to purchase furniture and whatever. He give me a call and he said, Miss, you know, me value your opinion though. One thing with him, he shows gratitude. Even when me not expect it, sometimes he will say after me I'm done, thank you, say, Miss, you know, me appreciate your do, right? And you know, even his relationship with his mother got better. Like one day I sat him down and I said to him, I said, hey, know that your life is headed into the right direction. I think there's one more stone that we need to try to turn. And he said, what no miss? Because I said, always come miss. He said, what that no miss? Me say, your mom. I said, I know you guys are not at the best place, but I am very close with my mother, and you're a very young, respectable young man, and I really think that, just try. Of course, he was hesitant the first because, him grew up a certain way, but I talked to him and I talked to him and I said, listen, your mom is all you got because, remember he said he doesn't have a father, and yeah, man, they're having him and his mom, they're on the road to recovery now, talking up a storm. And hi guys, so hope you guys enjoyed that video. um it's that young man has, as I said, turned out to be such an amazing young man. He's doing good, and I'm saying this to say that is that sometimes we see persons and we tend to look down on them because of their current situation, but it only takes one person to try and help another, right? So we all can help each other. I mean, some of us were at that position before, at different levels in our lives, and we wanted somebody to really step in and help us to really navigate life and get our feet out there. So I'm happy that I was able to do that, and that's not the end of it for me, because it's something that is in me, something that I like. It's a passion of mine to help others. Doesn't matter how small or big it is, and it's something that I will definitely continue to do in the future. All right, guys, so that concludes the end of another video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and just turn those post notification bell on so you can be notified when I post the next video. Bye.